Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be teaching how to solve 1 and 2-step equations. So here's an example of how an equation looks like. We have x minus 7 equals 14. So the goal of an equation is to get x on one side, so we want x on one side, and then we want any other number on the other side. So we're trying to isolate x. So how do we do this? So the first thing we want to do is we want to put a line between the equal sign. You'll see why in just a minute. So what we want to do is we want to get rid of the 7. Well, this is a negative 7. So how could we get rid of a negative? Well, we could add 7. So if we take away 7, we're adding 7. But since we're saying that it's equal to 14, we have to add 7 to both sides. So now we get x equals 21. So the cool part about this is you can actually check it. So it says x equals 21. Let's say we're not sure about our answer. We can just put 21 back in for x. So we got 21 minus 7 equals 14. Then we get 14 equals 14. This is a true statement. Hopefully we know that. So it's right. Now we're going to do one more. We're going to do 3x equals 9. So we're multiplying 3 and the x. So when we have two numbers together, this is multiplication. So what we want to do is we want to do the opposite of multiplication. And what's the opposite of multiplication? Division. So we'll divide 3 since that's the number we have. And then we divide 3 on the other side. So here we get x equals 3. So now let's try it. We're going to put 3 times 3 equals 9. Once we plug in the variable, 3 times 3, 9, equals 9. Let's do a few more examples. So let's say we have x divided by 2 equals 8. So we've got x and a 2 on one side. So what we want to do is we want to get x separated. So how we do that is we're dividing, we want to multiply. So if we do addition, we want to do subtraction and vice versa. Addition to subtraction, and then multiplication to division. So we're going to multiply both sides by 2. So times 2 and then 2. So what we've got to remember is the reciprocal property. Eraser. So we've got 2 over 1 times x over 2. So once we do, if we just cross these out, 1, we get x. So they just cancel out. So then we do 8 times 2, and that equals 16. So x equals 16. Now we can try this. We have x over 2 equals 8. We can put 16 for x, so 16 over 2 equals 8. And once we divide, it's 8 equals 8. So hopefully that wasn't too confusing, but we'll have a bit more examples. So now we're going to do 2x minus 7 equals 11. So now this is a bit confusing because we have two things we want to do at once. So we want to get x alone. What we want to do is we want to take away the numbers farthest away from x. So what is further away? Well, multiplying these two together, so they're next to each other, but then we're subtracting 7, so the negative 7 is farthest away. So what we do is we add 7, since we want to get the negative away. And here we get 2x equals 18. So then what we do? Well, since we're multiplying, we want to divide. So we divide by 2, and we divide by 2. So we get x equals 9. Now we could plug this in. So you get 2x minus 7 equals 11. We put 2 times 9 minus 7 equals 11. Then we get 18 minus 7 equals 11. 11 equals 11. As you can see, this is a true statement. How can it be false? So now we're going to do a bit more. So we're going to do 9x plus 3 equals, let's do 39. So in this one we're adding, so the opposite of addition is subtraction. So we'll subtract 3 from both sides. Remember our line? We haven't been doing it much, but hopefully you get the idea. So here we get 9x equals 36. So now since we're multiplying by 9, we're going to divide by 9 on both sides. So x equals 4. So if you're not sure about your answer, remember you can plug it in. So you get 9 times 4 plus 3 equals 39. Here we get 36 plus 3 equals 39. So as you can see, not too difficult. Now we're going to do one last one. We're going to do x squared minus 3 equals 8. So what's furthest away from the x? Well, it's the minus 3. So we want to add 3 and add 3. So here we get x over 2 equals 11. Then, since we're dividing x by 2, we want to multiply, since that's the opposite of division. So we get x equals 22. Remember, these cancel out 1 over 1. And we get x equals 22. So now we're going to check it again. So we get 22 over 2 minus 3 equals 8. So then we get 11 minus 3 equals 8. So hopefully that helped you understand a bit more. And I'm actually going to do a challenge one. That's why John knows what he's doing. We're going to do 2x minus 7 equals 4. Let's do 20. Not making a big deal, but hey. So now we can do two things. We can do distributive property. So let's do that first. So we can do 2 times x, 2 times negative 7. So we get 2x minus 14 equals 20. Then we add 14 to both sides. And we get 2x equals 34. So now we want to divide by 2. Divided by 2. Divide by 2. X equals 17. Now let's try doing it the other way. So we get, I said we get 2x minus 7 equals 20. So what we can do is we can actually divide 2 from both sides. So remember how when we're multiplying 2, so it's the opposite. We can just divide by 2, divide by 2. So we get x minus 7, because these cancel out, so it's 1, equals 10. We add 7 to both sides, and then we get x equals 17. So as you can tell, no matter what way we do it, we get the same answer. So thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you for clicking on the email.